I'm Kwame. Welcome to the bakery. Thank you for tuning in to my channel, Mayday Media. If you could, like, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel for more updates when it comes to anything related to audio, sound design, and music creation. But today, we're here to talk about microphones. I have 5 right now, and we're going to go over my 5 microphones to get a better idea of how they sound and why I got them and their uses for me in my studio and going forward in all my different projects. For those who record at home using the bedroom studio, you might have your own mic, you might have different microphones, and it's probably the only one you can afford. But today, I'm going to let you know there are many different places you can go outside of Sweetwater and Amazon and online to find decent mics at a decent price, especially if you're here in the same place I'm at. And I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia. So for the people that's in Atlanta, put you on a little game. Start off with the first mic, the one I'm on. This mic right here is honestly my personal favorite in my collection right now. It's the GLS Audio ES-57. This microphone goes for like $20 on Amazon. Surprisingly cheap, but I found it cheaper at my local Goodwill for $7. It's crazy. So sometimes it pays to go to Goodwill and pawn shops and stores like that, so you can find good quality equipment sometimes at a decent price, at a much discounted price. Also Facebook Marketplace, also Craigslist, even though a lot of people might not trust it depending on who you're reaching out to and how they got their contact information put up. But yeah, there are a lot of different places you can go to actually get some of this equipment for the low ski. So this is my first mic, my personal favorite in my collection right now, the GLS Audio ES-57. It goes for $17 on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description below, along with all the other microphones that I'm gonna be talking about today. And I also, if I can find a frequency response chart, I'll put those in the video as well, so y'all can get a better idea of the EQ curve. As a matter of fact, I can do one better. Check, so you can get a better idea of the frequency response. You can see it right there. When I'm talking to this microphone, you can see the frequency response, so you can get a better idea of the EQ curve that it produces, so you can understand how to apply it or how it's picking up. But this microphone here is good for vocals, it's good for instruments, it's good for capturing anything up close. And just like most dynamic microphones, this microphone is a fucking tank. You can kill somebody with it and still use it. Don't recommend that. Don't recommend that at all. But it puts emphasis on how durable they've made these microphones, and they can withstand the test of time. Bye. So, with that being said, this is the GLS Audio ES-57 microphone. Also, can't forget to mention, when you're recording, you need a pop filter. I got 2 different kinds. I have 2 different kinds of pop filters. I got the screen pop filter, which goes over the front like so. So you'll attach it, bam, position it somewhere around your mic, and give you at least a fifth worth of distance in between you and the mic, so it can diffuse all those implosives all that catches it. Same thing with this. But see how this one's a little less strong? This one, that's the difference with pop filters. So yeah, but first, let me show y'all what you should do when you disconnect the mic. Turn it down so it won't blow out your speakers. Microphone 2. This is America's favorite microphone, the Shure SM58. You'll see it anywhere. Anytime you see a microphone on stage at a concert hall, event spaces, meeting spaces, when they need a wired microphone, this is the go-to. The price is budget friendly and the quality is always there. It's dependable. You know what you're gonna get, you know how it sounds, and you know that you can depend on it. This mic goes for roughly $100 on Amazon, and it's a standard. And as you can see from the sound, this is why it's always the go-to. So, in comparison to the first mic, which was the GLS Audio ES-57, that microphone is much cheaper. To me, it sounds better, but that's just my personal opinion. But this mic here is the go-to. It's a dynamic microphone, has a cardioid pickup position right in the front. Anything around close to the front, you can pick up. Anywhere around the front, you can pick up. But soon as you do it like this, you can't hear it anymore. So pick up. So right here is where you start seeing when it fall off as far as the sound and how it picks up. So the best place to place it is directly in front of the source or whatever you want to pick up. And this microphone, just like the GLS Audio ES-57, this microphone here is good for vocals, it's good for instruments, it's good for percussion. You can put it on drums, you can put it on cymbals, you can put it on anything. Anything that you want to pick up real good and up close, it'll get it. And as far as frequency response, mic check 1 2 1 2. As you can see, you can tell from the pickup pattern that it seems similar. No, it's so much. It ain't that much of a difference in the EQ curve, but you guys can be able to see. I just look at the video and put those two together. But yeah, this microphone here is a standard. It gets the job done, and people love it. This right here is the Shure SM58. Mic 3. Microphone 3. This is the Scarlett CM25. This microphone comes in a bundle when you buy the Scarlett Focusrite Scarlett 2i2, I think, or Solo, but either one, it comes in a bundle with the interface. And I think it comes with a shock mount, it comes with a pop filter, maybe an XLR cable or something like that, but I'll tag the item in the description below. But this microphone here, I found an ad for it on eBay. When you can buy it by yourself, we can buy it by itself. It's $40 by itself. Somebody priced it at $40. That's how much they feel it's worth. But from what you can hear and from what you can see here on the EQ, you can see what you're getting as far as the sound, and you can see the EQ curve of it. This microphone is particularly bright. It's great for vocals. It's good for people with higher pitched tones. It'd be good for picking up acoustic guitars, bright sounding instruments when you want to pick up that high end and get that crispness and all the articulation and clarity. This mic could be good for that. So with that being said, this is the Scarlett CM25. Also, it's a condenser microphone, so it requires 48 volts of power. So whatever device you're using, make sure it has phantom power on it so you can power it and use it. And with that being with the phantom power, I think it makes it more sensitive to the higher frequencies, but that's just my personal thoughts. But this microphone is very good. It picks up clear, as you can see. It gets the spit in my mouth, so whenever you're using this mic, make sure you drink water and clear your throat. With that being said, also, can't forget before we get up off of here, with this cardioid pickup pattern, it only picks up in the front. So if you want to get some more creative, if you want to get creative and just also want to just experiment with different ways you can pick up sound, it sounds like this from the side, and it sounds like this from the back. So you can also use this sound to help you convey different ideas or translate different ideas. So yeah, keep that in mind. I always try different ways to pick up sound. It's always interesting to see how people use microphones in creative ways to get things to sound beautiful, new, fresh, and different. As you can see, you can hear it scratch my face. So yeah, this is the Scarlett CM25. Mic 4. This right here is the Technica AT 2020. I particularly like this microphone. It has a little sentimental value to me, as it was the first microphone I bought when I got my interface. So my first interface was the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2. I didn't find the bundle or anything on Amazon. I just got the interface itself. But I found this microphone right along with it for $100, and it's been dependable. It sounds amazing. It's durable. It looks good. It's just all around great microphone, and it's been holding up the test of time. I got this mic in 2020, and I've been taking care of it. So if you take care of your equipment, it will last a long time. And that's going for anything. But with these microphones, you have to be careful with them to not let them get dirty. Let people smoke around them, blowing smoke in them. You know, when you see, times when when it became popular to blow smoke in the microphone to kind of let people know you're about to drop that, you know what I'm saying, hit them with that lyrical miracle, the hardest verse they ever heard in their life. Yeah, you're kind of damaging the microphone, because the smoke builds up around this diaphragm, and it eventually will start killing the frequency response, and you'll have to find a mic cleaner. Yeah, there are people out here who are able to take apart these microphones and clean the delicate parts of it, so you can keep them in use for longer, protect them, and actually get the best out of them. So even though it sounds crazy, there are mic cleaners out there. But if you protect your mic and keep them clean yourself, as far as making sure you store them right, make sure you're keeping all the packaging for them, so when you're not using them, they're just not standing out, just in the element and all that. So yeah, this microphone is a great microphone. You should always, and I feel like anybody should have this microphone in their collection. Again, this is a condenser microphone, so just like the Scarlett CM25, this microphone needs 48 volts of power. But so be mindful of that. And I think with this microphone, you have to buy a certain type of pop filter to go over the top, because you can see as you can see with this microphone, with the SM58, the usual dynamic microphone, this pop filter goes over it fine. But with this microphone, it only goes so far. So if this is far enough for you and it works, go ahead and get one of these. But yeah, just remember, if you do want to get a pop filter for this, if you decide to get one, to make sure it's specifically for large diaphragm condenser microphones, and not just the usual pop filter for a dynamic microphone, because it'll fit, it'll work for me, but some people might not like that. So whatever, teach his own, and that's my thoughts on that. But with that being said, this was mic number 4. This was the Audio Technica AT 2020. Last but not least, got one of my this is my favorite condenser microphone in my collection right now, for more than one reason. But this is microphone 5, the AKG 220. I like this mic because simply how it sounds amazing, makes the voice sound like butter. It gives me that different if you can hear it, you hear all the tone and texture, you hear everything. You can hear me scratching my face, all that. But another reason why I like this mic, because it has switches on here. It has features that it makes this mic flexible, a little more flexible than the other microphones. If you look closely on the front, there are 2 switches. One of the switches is a roll off that rolls off the low end, which is around, I think, 80 hertz, to cut off that low end in that rumble. And also, this mic has a pad built in, which is 20 dB. So if you need it to be a little more, all you gotta do you gotta do is flip the switch. It'll give you a lot more headroom to work with. So I'm gonna flip it back. As you can see, right here is good. Drop that pad on that bad boy, and it give you that more headroom. And also, this is how it sounds with the roll off. As you can see with the bass roll off, you can hear it gives you a lot more to work with, which makes this mic very, very flexible and very, very versatile. Very, very versatile. That's all I was going to say. This mic is very versatile. I love this mic. It gets the job done. But this is the AKG P220. This microphone goes for roughly around $159 on Amazon. Yep, this mic goes for roughly around $159 on Amazon. And yeah, as you can hear, as you can see, all you have to do is close your eyes. You can hear how it sounds, or you can look at this EQ curve from what it's producing from me just sitting in this room and talking into it but naked. But yeah, this is the last and final mic of my collection, which is one of my personal favorites, the AKG P220. So now I'm just about to do a test recording with the same script on all the microphones, so we can get a better idea of how all the microphones sound in comparison. GLS Audio. Jaded, faded, stressed but moving daily, working like a mofo, young but move like Flojo. Life should be on GoPro, studying so I can GoPro. I know it's complicated, but so is my occupation. Jaded, faded, stressed but moving daily, working like a mofo, young but move like Flojo. Life should be on GoPro, studying so I can GoPro. I know it's complicated, but so is the occupation. Jaded, faded, stressed but moving daily, working like a mofo, young but move like Flojo. Life should be on GoPro, studying so I can GoPro. I know it's complicated, but so is the occupation. Jaded, faded, stressed but moving daily, working like a mofo, young but move like Flojo. Life should be on GoPro, studying so I can GoPro. I know it's complicated, but so is the occupation. Scarlett CM25. This is the Audio Technica AT 2020. Jaded, faded, stressed but moving daily, working like a mofo, young but move like Flojo. Life should be on GoPro, studying so I can GoPro. I know it's complicated, but so is my occupation. Check, 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 check. But yeah, those were my 5 microphones. We have the GLS Audio ES-57, the Shure SM58, the Scarlett CM25, the AKG P220, also the Audio Technica AT 2020. With that variety of microphones, you can get started, get off the ground. You can start capturing vocals, instruments, live sound, post-production, whatever it is that you need to do to get the job done. Those are my 5 microphones. I use them interchangeably. This is my favorite because it's just surprisingly good for the price. Doesn't mean it is my best. I think my personal best is the AKG P220 because it has all those features, and just at the price point it just sounds good all the way around. So those are my 5 mics. And if you're a bedroom producer, I'd like to see what your microphone collection looking like. So if you want to, leave a comment down below to let me know what your microphones are and how you're using them in your setup. And also, feel free to connect with me, inbox me. I'm open to working, and I like to have fun with this music. So With that being said, I'm Kwame. This is Mayday Media. Welcome to the bakery. Thank you for chilling with me today. And those were my 5 mics. Let's go. I'm Kwame. I'm audio engineer and content producer. And today we're talking about microphones. All different types. These are my 5 bedroom mics. Let's talk about it. So you can get an idea of how all the microphones sound in comparison. Jaded, faded, stressful, moving, broken like a mofo. Young but move like Flojo. I should be on GoPro, studying so I can go pro. I know it's complicated, but so is my occupation. Hush! Shut up!